Hey everybody, it's Cooking with Cory. Today is November 8th. It's voting day. Everybody's out voting. I work for the government and I already early voted like last week. So I have the day off because the government center's closed for people to come vote. But some people say, well, what else can Cooking with Cory do besides cook? So here's what I do when I'm not cooking. This is a floor in my daughter's room that I'm remodeling her room because her room was really like it was a 1970s ghetto horror movie looking room, which was totally disgusting. So anyway, that's what Cooking with Cory does when Cooking with Cory isn't cooking. Anyway, so today since I'm off and I have a whole bunch of me-dos lists, since I don't have a honey-do because I live alone, so I don't have a honey-do list. I have a me-do list. So what I'm doing is the reason people make soup like classically it was to make stuff last longer. So if you slayed that animal or you had them old like turnips and crap and they were starting to turn on you a little bit, they were getting soft and squishy, you would chop them up, throw them in some broth with the meat and the bones and whatever was left over of the carcass, and you would cook them suckers up and it would make soup, and then you could keep the soup and keep boiling it and reducing it, which then it becomes stew, and you would keep doing that because, you know, it made your food last longer. But anyway, so I had this old piece of chicken in the freezer. It is of indeterminate age. I don't know how long it's been in there, but it was in there a while. So anyway, what I did was I stuck it in a cup of water and put it in the crock pot with some garlic. Garlic will kill anything, so even if it does have a little freezer burnish taste or whatever, that garlic will just knock it right out. So I got some garlic on there. I have some carrots and some celery. There was a big yucky piece of squishy celery. Like that happens. I'm sure you guys know that happens when you got celery and you leave it in there too long. I got an onion. The onion's just kind of getting a little brown around the edges. So, you know, it's not totally gross or anything. Sorry for all the moving. Don't throw up on me. Be all right. Be all right. Okay. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whack up 2 carrots and a couple pieces of celery. Usually 2 or 3 is usually good. This stuff is great in soup, so I might even like do an extra piece of celery just so I can get some of that good leafy stuff in there because that's really tasty. But you know, so this is chicken vegetable soup. It's not too hard to make. It's not too bad. So like I said, so you're just trying to extend your food life when you're doing this. Now, it's always better to make soup with fresh stuff, granted. So, you know, by all means, you only do this if you have to. But I like my veggies pretty chunky in there, so I cut them up pretty good. If you're cooking in the crock pot, you don't necessarily have to put your veggies in the beginning. And a lot of people bed the veggies, so like they'll put all the veggies on the bottom and then they'll stick the meat on top. Because I let someone borrow my crock pot, my big one, and it's just me and one little tiny piece of chicken. There's no need for a 3-quart crock pot, so I'm using this little half a quart one. So if I tried to bed that little tiny piece of chicken into a bed of vegetables on there, it would be all bad. So the green leafy stuff in there is parsley. So I threw some parsley in there very early on. It's already been cooking for, when did I get up today? I was up with Adam playing Civ till 3 in the morning. Well, actually, Adam went to bed and I kept playing, so like 3 in the morning is about when I went to bed. So, yeah, anyway. So I'm going to cut the ends off the carrot. It's a good idea to wash the carrot, you know, because it's got dirt on it and it grew in the dirt and it grew on fertilizer, and fertilizer is poo. So whether it's cow poo or whatever kind of poo, it's poo. You don't want it on your food. So I rinsed the carrots and I scrubbed them a little bit. Now, I didn't like scrub them immaculately clean. See, there's like still a little bit of like stuff in the cracks. So they tell you, and if you look this up, I'm not just gonna like make stuff up for you, but they tell you that that's actually good for you because there's like vitamins and minerals that you get from the soil that's in there. So if you can get over the fact that it's poo soil and just throw it in there and cook it out, you'll be all right. But I don't really care. It's a carrot, and I'm gonna eat it, and I know that I cleaned it as good as I can. So, all right, so I'm gonna chop these up. big chunks again. You know, you can have big old freaking chunks of carrot. That's the way I prefer my vegetables in my soup to be big and chunky. So let's see, slice that baby up. A little bad spot. Now you can just cut the bad spots out of anything. Same with like that celery, man. There was like a bad hunk of celery. Just cut it out, throw it away. Don't need it. Wonder who's watching. I see one person's on. Looking pretty good in there. Okay. Baggies are a good way to keep your stuff. Some people just stick it in Tupperware. Tupperware works. Whatever, you can throw it in there. Faberware, any kind of ware. If it's yucky like this, throw it away. You don't want that. You don't want that. Anything squishy and slimy, that's bad. We don't want squishy and slimy. But after you cut all the squishy and slimy off, throw that down the garbage disposal. So that's what garbage disposals are for. See, we take this little piece out here. There we go. I don't want to lose too much of the good stuff. All right. So then, after you throw all that in there, again, I like big chunkies, so I'm gonna cut these into fairly good size pieces. Can you see that? I really need to get a better camera. So, anyway, that is your soup. And then I usually put a little salt, a little pepper. If you want, you can throw a little dill weed in there to give it that little spice like that other people don't throw in their soup because it'll taste really good. A little bit of basil is always good. I like basil. Throw some basil in there. What else we got here? Nutmeg and cinnamon. That's left over from the pie. Not a good idea. Cumin. Not so much in soup. For chicken soup, maybe, I don't know, just a little bit. It's seedy, and like I don't like seeds in my teeth, so we'll just do a little tiny bit of that. Fennel seeds. That's for when I make potato salad or macaroni salad. Fennel seeds. That's good stuff. Rosemary. Maybe a squish, just a little. I'm gonna do like just a tiny bit. But like I said, because rosemary is like eating little pine needles. I don't like that, so I take it and I just grind it all up like this under my fingers and smoosh it all in there. Yeah, that's the good stuff. All right, and what else we got? I don't need any of that other crap. The fuck was that? Oh, something flew in my soup and I don't know what it was. I'm hoping it was a spice and not a bug. But anyway. Alright, well, that was Cooking with Cory.